So you ruined your brisket. Now what do you do? So I'm going to show you 3 recipes here today that I think are fun, that'll help you use that leftover brisket that may not be as good as you want it to be. Let's go. The first one we're going to do is a brisket fried rice. The second one that we're going to do is a brisket cheesesteak. And then the third one that we're going to do, a little surprise at the end, we're going to do some brisket, which I think are going to be incredible. So let's go, let's start. Let's start with the rice. Okay, the most important thing to remember when you're doing fried rice is to use day-old rice. That's gonna make it so it doesn't stick together. That's gonna make it so it toasts up really nice. It's very important. We're actually gonna beat some of these eggs, and I have 2 here, which is now $40 worth of eggs now, I think, Mike, is 2 eggs. Egg done. We need to keep some of this because we have 2 other recipes to make, so I'm just gonna make a lighter version of it. We're going to chop this up into perfect little bite-sized pieces, you know, the size of what ham normally looks like in fried rice, so it'll be perfect when it goes on the griddle. So we have these brand new seasonings that are probably out by the time you're watching this, and we're gonna use some of our Beijing barbecue here today. And this one is like a nice 5-spice teriyaki style seasoning that we're just gonna throw on the top of this and make it taste nice and beautiful. Okay, we're gonna add some soy sauce and then my secret ingredient, oyster sauce. It's looking a little drab, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add in just some frozen vegetables. And you don't wanna overcook your eggs. That's why we're putting them on at the very end, so that they can get a nice soft, fluffy egg instead of kind of those hard, gross, dry eggs. Yeah, you know what? Let's just start mixing it in, huh? Now you're gonna add just a tiny, tiny bit of sesame oil. Don't overdo this, as it'll overpower it, ruin your fried rice. Let's give it a wee taste, shall we, Mike? Make sure we get some brisket. I want a little bit of everything. Dude, it's like better than, can you believe it? Brisket fried rice is better than ham fried rice. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is something that's gonna get us killed in Philadelphia, is we're gonna make a brisket Philly cheesesteak. And you know what? I don't care, Philadelphia. It's really not a cheesesteak, it's more like a chopped cheese. But we're just gonna cut them down to a good size again, just like we did with the fried rice. I actually ordered rolls, Amorosa rolls from Philly, which is what everyone in Philadelphia says makes an actual real Philly cheesesteak. So we're gonna use this, we're gonna toast this up on the side while it's cooking. Okay, I just had an idea. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hurry and move all this brisket over, get the fat, dip this in it, and then sear it off, and then toast it up in its own brisket fat. All right, now we're gonna add a little bit of our new sweet southern rub, a little something southern on top of this, just to give it a little bit more flavor, a little bit more pizzazz, you know? Forgot to throw in some peppers. Now I'll just lay down some cheese. A little provolone action. Let's try to get it all, oh, we're not gonna get it all in one, but that's okay. Brisket cheesesteaks. Let me get a nice little bite all around up here. I mean, dude, how can you go wrong? The last thing that we're going to do today is we're going to make some brisket tacos. Super easy. Let me show you how it's done. Okay, now we're going to chop it up pretty fine. Okay, I learned my lesson. We need to get the vegetables started first and then add the meat afterwards, huh? So I got some jalapenos, I got some bell peppers, I got some onions, some red onions, and we're just gonna toss all this on and give it a little sear. And on this recipe, we're gonna add some ole smokes from campchef. It's like an all-purpose Mexican rub that you can pretty much put on everything. And then we're gonna put a little bit more of the ole smokes on here. So what we're gonna do, okay? Keep it a little secret between you and me, all right? So what we're gonna, I don't need to say what we're gonna do. We need to have like a delicious Mexican rub for all your cooking needs. We're gonna put a little bit of shredded cheese right here on the grill. Just gonna put and just a little bit, you know, not a, boom, tortilla. We're gonna take this cheese, we're gonna flip it over and then we're gonna season it even a little bit more. Oh, bro, look at that. Just a little bit more of the ole smokes. Just a little bit. Oh, sorry, I was on the wrong one for you, Mike. Nice little bed of veggies. Don't want to overfill, even though it's very tempting, and I think I might have overfilled that one. Beep, beep. This one is not going to fold, Mike. Right. Let's give it a whirl. Oh yeah, we knew it. You see, that's why you don't overfill a taco. Look at all that good stuff we're missing there. Yeah. Dude, I freaking love tacos. They're like probably one of my favorite foods. All right, so here we go. We got that brisket, we got that melty cheese, we got the fajita vegetables with the ole smokes.
Salsa?
Oh, salsa, Mike. Mike, you madman. I had the smoked salsa that I made in this video right up there that I want to use to just put on these tacos. Give it a little 1-2 dipperoo. Oh, get a little bit in there. Bro, it's that little extra seasoning that you put on the cheese that makes all the difference. That's super hack for you. Super hack. Here, try one, Mike. How are you?
Absolutely.
That just goes to show, even if you ruin a brisket, you're okay. You can still do so many great things. And when I say ruin, you know, a brisket's a brisket, it's great. But if you want to see me make more things, I made a delicious carne asada fry video right there. Go click it, it's great. And I guess until next time, peace out.